Well, hello. My name is Gant, and welcome back to Crystalline. Last time we entered the water temple, we went through the trials of the water temple, and it was basically a mirrored like person. And I was with Kara, Leanna, and Amelia, and one of them was a mirrored person, and I guessed the wrong one. But we made it through, kissed the elemental, and now we're back here. Alright. Now, let us get started. As we travel through the tunnel, I freeze when I hear the faint sound of voices. Catching Leanna's eyes, she wordlessly motions for us to stay low. Zach responds with an imperceptible nod. We creep carefully towards the mouth of the tunnel and hide behind a towering stalagmite? I don't know these words, sorry guys. Kara, Zach, and Giggling are on one side, while Leanna, Amy, and I are on the other. The Pongo flattens himself as low as possible onto the ground. Peeking around the corner, I see a group of about a dozen or so bustling back and forward. The clinking of pickaxes echoed through the cave as some of the men chip at the rocks. One of the men removes a luminescent crystal from the cave side and carries it over to a receptacle. They're collecting water crystals. Leanna and Amelia looks equally concerned. Leanna's already has her manipulator ready for a scan. When she sees the results, her jaw clenches. She shows Amy, who frowns. I drop my voice to a whisper. What is it? Can you hear me, guys? I don't know if you can hear me. What is it?
Void.
Dun dun dun. I peer out again. In the middle of the cave are a group of cloaked figures. As one shifts, I spotted double manipulators on his arms. A mage caster. It makes sense that they'll need someone who knows water magic to reach the temple, but that's still some serious power they're packing for a mining operation. If this is just a mining operation, why are there mages?
It would seem the mining efforts of the water crystals here are to supplement the transmutation efforts of Void. We have to stop them.
It doesn't look like they're set up yet. I scanned the area. There are a few scouts on lookout at the main cavern entrance, a couple of mages, and a handful of miners. No one seems to have detected our presence yet. Zach motions towards us, catching our attention. He signals that we should flank them and attack. Leanna nods. Zach and Kara begin to creep closer to the tunnel opening. Leanna and Amy confer?
Keep your magic ready. The rest of the team will focus on the scouts and miners, but we'll want to take out those mages as soon as possible.
Got it. Amelia nods and her manipulator glows. As Leanna readies herself, we begin to move forward. I ready my sword and feel the tingle of magic in my fingers. Okay, we're gonna go sneaky. Just imagine, like, you know how we're crouching and we're trying to get as close as possible? Just imagine my guy just going sneaking, ba-da-ba-da. Once everyone is in position, Amelia lets loose a fireball, which lands square in the back of the mage caster. Zach and Kara race out and engage with the nearest miners. Giggling rushes towards the entrance to take care of the guards, while Leanna and I charge the mages. Alright. Void combat. Select the matching icons. Okay. Shield, sword, axe, double axe. Okay, we won, guys. Dude, one of these days I'm gonna fuck that up. Because, like, I'm like, okay, which one? I'm gonna mess that up one of these days. I defeated the last Void member, and he drops to the ground. Panting hard, I surveyed the fallen Void member. My adrenaline is still high. None of them stir. Slowly, everyone trickles back together, checking that no Void members are still conscious.
Everyone okay?
We all nod. Yeah, baby girl, we got it.
How did Void know where the temple is?
I wondered the same thing. We got pretty lucky in finding this place.
They must be growing exponentially in power and amassing more resources than anticipated.
That's bad, right? That's really bad.
What do we do with those mind crystals?
Well, we're gonna take them.
We should take them. They can still be fashioned into crystal spheres, since they haven't been tainted.
Can we get money for that? Like, I want to know, like, if we get these crystals, but we have, like, a shitload of cash, can we finally buy horses?
I'll help.
Kara and Leanna begin to organize the fallen crystals when we hear shouting down one of the tunnels. What's that?
It sounds like Void reinforcements.
Those scouts must have alerted the rest of the troops before we took them out.
The shouting ceases, but we hear the thunder of footsteps, and before long, a group of about 20 men surround us. Zack shoots at the nearest men, but more replace the ones who've fallen. Leanna and Amelia shoot blasts of energy at anyone who tries to surround us, but the men keep closing in. Kara throws a handful of daggers at anyone who approaches, and I channel my energy and blast anyone who comes too close. Although our efforts are formidable, the enclosing reinforcements seem endless. As one man falls, another body soon replaces him. They close in on us until we are standing back to back. Our breath is labored as we struggle to hold off the men. Gingaling closes his eyes, and when he opens them, they flash purple. His entire body is encased in a violet glow, beginning from a spot on his necklace beneath his throat.
Stand back!
His voice is harsh and throaty, unlike his usual smooth, velvety tone. He waves his arms and elongated shadows extends from his fingertips, pushing back the invading forces. Void men groan as they knock backwards. Before they can get up, Gingalang points and shadow magic channels out of his hands, coiling squares into the enemy's chest. They collapse to the ground as more men swarm in. I'm sorry, cause I'm like getting into it cause I'm reading, and he's using shadow magic, what the fuck? Okay, let me just keep reading. Gingaling mutters a few words and throws out his hands again. This time, as the energy channels out of him, it morphs into phantom claws, which swipe at the nearest group of Void members. I watch stunned as Gingaling moves in a blur, dodging attacks from all the Void team. Zack occasionally shoots at anyone who gets too close to him, but soon the attention slips away from us entirely as everyone targets Gingalang. He barely seems to notice the number of men against him as one by one they fall, until a pile of unconscious bodies lay at his feet. Once the last man falls, Gingalang lowers his arms and ceases his magic. His eyes return to normal as he looks at our slack-jawed stares.
Are any of you hurt?
Slowly, we shake our heads. No, mister. Please don't hurt us. We don't want to be killed like this. No, they're not killed, right? We don't want to be beat up like these guys right here. Please don't hurt us.
That was shadow magic you were using.
Yeah. Gingaling looks apologetic.
Yes, it was.
He looks down and hides the locket that fell out of his shirt during battle, but not before Leanna notices it.
You were using tainted shadow magic against Void, and that fighting style.
Yes.
Suddenly, both Leanna and Amelia gasp.
It can't be! You're really him?
Wait, who? What the fuck? What, you're gonna tell me that he's an important guy or something, just because of whatever his necklace is? Really? He could just be a guy, I don't know. Gingling smiles sheepishly. Who is he? What's going on?
It would seem Gingalain is not Gingalain the Bard, but he is also Robin Ostergaard.
Is that the guy? That's the fucking... I want to put a picture right here. Or something. It's this guy. Right here. I don't know. I'm probably not gonna put a picture. But it's that one guy. One of the heroes. I remember seeing that name somewhere. I racked my brain trying to remember. Oh, from the Hero of Hysteria exhibit, Robin Ostergaard. I thought he was dead.
For all intents and purposes, Robin is dead.
Why did you disguise yourself as a bard?
He gives a soft smile.
I thought it would be best. With all of the disturbances Void caused, there was a massive stigma against shadow magic. I didn't want people to misconstrue the events of what happened or who I really am. I may have been a part of Void in the past, but it was before they turned into the Void that created and used tainted spheres. When their ideals began to shift, I got out. I was lucky, but not everyone was.
His voice chokes up and he pauses as he composes himself. I think back to the story he told around the campfire. That must have been his story. Robin's story.
So you gave up the prestige associated with the heroes.
He nods.
Times were hard. People were confused and on edge. It was simpler for Robin to become what they wanted him to be. I became the Bard to keep the memory of the heroes alive, so they could continue to provide hope for people.
No wonder he holds such high respect from the people of Hysteria. He truly does care more about the well-being of his country rather than his own needs. I don't know if I had been able to give up to sorry, I can't read. Because I'm right now I'm like, what the just my day just been like, not excitement, it's just been, pretty down, I don't know if I'd have been able to give up so easily. Okay, yeah, you can read. Come on, just go. Yeah. They're cheering you on, yeah. No, they're not. I don't know if I had been able to so easily give up the temptation of fame and glory. Robin shakes his head, and an urgency returns to his voice.
But we need to focus. Void is continuing to taint crystals, and it seems like they're only growing stronger.
We've been noticing more of a presence of Void, too.
Robin nods.
Since the tainted crystals are the source of their rising power, you'll have to find a way to stop production of those spheres.
It would make the most sense that production would happen at the base of their operations.
Ooh, so now we're gonna go defeat Void? That'll be cool. We just go storm. No, but we can't just go by ourselves. Can we? Dude, it'll be cool. We recruit like Robin and those other two heroes we saw. The one that was with the professor and the one with Broodman.
Where is that?
The Shadow Temple.
Oh shit. That must have been where their operation began back when he was still part of Void.
They can use the latent energy there to maximize output of tainting crystals. If you're able to reach the temple and absorb the energy within, you'll put a major dent in their operation.
What do you mean, if you're able to reach the temple? No, you're coming with us. Or you're gonna go get backup for us, because we're not going alone. Like, seriously, they probably have an army, but we're just like 5 people, plus a Pongo. I immediately look at Leanna when he mentions absorbing energy. Leanna looks just as alarmed as I do. She's about to retort when Robin stops her.
I saw what happened at the temple just now, and I felt the change in energy levels.
He turns to me.
I don't know how you're able to do that, but I've seen my share of crazy things in life, and I know that what you have is a gift. Don't be afraid of it because it strays from the norm. Use it for good.
Because with great power comes great responsibility. He just goes, takes off and flies. I must go now. Whee! Oh wait, no. Let me do it in his voice. Whee! I feel the earnestness in his voice, and it empowers me.
If what he says is true, then it would behoove us to journey to the Shadow Temple.
Do you know where it is, Amy?
I would need to consult Elderism's notes.
The Shadow Temple is in the west, right on the border of Avengard.
That's the opposite side of where we are now.
I will mark it down on the map for you all.
Dude, why is he saying for us? Like, motherfucker, you're gonna bring an army, right? Like, don't get me, like, we couldn't even get like 20 men. Like, this was like a big force. We would have died without you. Robin and Amelia talk further as he points out the exact location of the Shadow Temple. I surveyed the fallen Void members around us. What exactly should we do about these guys and the crystals?
I'll take care of them. You all should get going.
You aren't coming with us?
Finally, someone speaks it. He's been like saying this whole time is like, you guys gotta do it. You guys. And it's like, no, it's gonna be we. You're gonna come with us. He shakes his head.
I know you are all more than capable of handling whatever you may encounter. I have other business to attend to now.
More important than this, motherfucker. More important than this? You're more than capable. We couldn't even handle these guys. What the fuck? Leanna pauses and then nods reluctantly.
It's been an honor traveling with you.
No, we better get an army or something. Robin grips her hands.
I am the one who is honored to be able to know such a formidable Mage-Knight.
It has been a most enlightening experience to have made your acquaintance. I only wish we had more time to further speak about your background. I have many questions.
I'm sure our paths will cross again someday.
Probably not, because you're gonna get us killed. Like, we're gonna go over there like, yeah, we're heroes! Yeah, we got this! And we all die. We're gonna be dead as shit because of you. And I hope you're happy. I hope that smile, I'll see that into a frown when you're letting me down one last time, when you put me into the ground, sir. Zack nods.
Take care.
Robin nods back.
I'll look forward to reading about the dashing beauty who helped save the team from danger.
Save the team? He just saved their lives right now. What the fuck, Kara? He laughs.
I wouldn't dream of leaving her out of the story.
Kara blushes. Robin puts a bittersweet grin.
Until we meet again.
After we say our goodbyes, Amelia conjures up the same bubble for us to travel back through the water. We hurry up the stairs until we return to the valley within the mountains.
It seems Void's presence is even greater than we thought.
Agreed. This is more than just a few scattered fanatics. They're reorganized.
Yes, and we need an army. You guys, you better have an army or something, or we can't do it. Like, seriously, we have two people that don't have magic. You're a Mage-Knight, but you're only one. We got a Mage-Caster, but she's only one. You got me, who can't really use his magic that good, unless we probably, maybe like in 5 years I could probably tank him out, you know what I mean? Tank him out all by ourselves with all the energy and everything. Like, what the fuck? Like, and we got a Pongo. Like, you know what, the Pongo couldn't take them all out, you know? Just like, he just goes there, like smiles and everything. And they're like, oh, how cute. We're gonna give up our void operation because of the Pongo. He's just so adorable. Ah! It's like, no, we need an army, guys. Come on.
Perhaps we should alert the authorities.
Finally, someone says something smart.
You think they're just gonna take our word for it and believe that Void is back? They'll launch an investigation which would take months, maybe years, and by the time they realize it's true, Void will be even stronger.
Motherfucker, they're strong now. We need an army. Like shit. Even if it's not an army, let's get the heroes back together. Let's get some people we know, and we go kick their asses. We're not gonna go there just with us by ourselves.
Zach's right.
I hate this so much. Like, don't get me wrong, it's like anime is just like, with the power of friendship, we could do anything! Whee! It's like, no motherfuckers, we need like an army, we need supplies, and I don't know, we need a lot of strong people, you know? While the team debates on the next steps, I remain quiet. Void is also on the rise, and the team needs my help to defeat them. But I have energies from 4 temples now, and I have a feeling that this should be enough energy to open a rift and return back home. If I could even return home. Amelia's warning about my casting resilience is on the forefront of my mind. It nibbles on my thoughts and feeds on my fears. If I try to open a rift, there's a very possibility that I won't survive the channeling of so much energy. The faces of my family reminds me of what I left behind. How long have I been gone? Are they worried about me? My gaze wanders to Leanna. My heart flutters when I see her big blue eyes fall on me. Her smile makes me feel like I'm walking on air. I love her caring nature and the way she keeps me grounded. Now that I know her, I can't imagine a life without her in it. Terra feels just as real as my home on Earth. What would happen if I left them here to defeat Void without me? Would they be okay without me? Or would I just be setting them up for failure? See you guys. Bam! Just like go home. No, I'm gonna stay and fight. But we really gotta talk about like getting more people. Like we're not gonna, the 5 of us plus a Pongo is not gonna beat Void. I can't go home now. There's too much to be done here, and I care too much about these people to turn away from them in their time of need. I glance at Leanna. There's no way I can let her down. I look into going home after we defeat Void. I grin. Hold on. Let me get some water. Let's go kick some Void butt. The others stop their planning and turn to me. Leanna matches my grin.
That's right. Let's get going.
Indeed, it would be beneficial for us to depart this place.
No one's gonna talk about like armies or like actual planning. Okay, we better talk about it later on, okay? We all agree. We travel to the mountains until we find a soft grassy place to make camp. It's dusk by the time we gather all the ingredients for dinner. Leanna helps me prepare our meal as the others are all gathered around the map. She strokes the fire with her wind magic. The flames burst higher, crackling and heating up our stew. The firelight casts an orange glow across her beautiful face. I smile and lean in to kiss her on the cheek. She squeaks and my lips come into contact with something cool and hard. I blink and my lips have kissed her gauntlets instead. What's wrong? My words are muffled. Lips moving against her palm. Leanna's voice lower into a hush.
What if they see us?
I glance at the group. They seem to be absorbed in the map to even notice. Does that matter now? She blushes and gently takes her hand in mine. Leanna freezes. Wait. Did I read that wrong? Yeah, I read that wrong. She blushes, and I gently take her hand in mine. Leanna freezes. She glances at my hands, covering hers. Another faint blush heats her cheeks. She shakes her head.
I guess it doesn't.
An odd joy unfurls in my chest, and a grin spreads across my face. I glance at the group, and then back to her. If we acknowledge we're dating to the group, maybe Leanna will be more comfortable acting like a real couple in front of everyone. Maybe we should tell them we're dating. Leanna turns a darker shade of red. She bites her lips, hesitating. I squeeze her hand. Her blue eyes flick up to meet mine.
Yeah. Okay.
She squeezes back. A smile graces her lips.
How do you think we should do it?
Show, don't tell. Let's make out. Really? No. No one of us should tell them. Maybe one of us should just say it. Leanna nods.
Who should say it?
Do you want to? Her face turns crimson.
Oh, I guess.
Okay, let's practice. Pretend I'm the group.
Hey guys, so there might be something, there is something that I want to tell you. We want to tell you.
The blood drains from her face. On second thought, maybe I should say it.
I told you I don't work well under pressure.
Girl, this is just practice. How's this pressure? Let's go. I tug her to a stand, gently leading her to the group. Nervous flutter in my stomach as we approach.
According to the notes, if we head in this direction...
Hey, you guys. Everyone looks up. The pongo blinks from the top of Amelia's head. We have an announcement. Kara raises her eyebrow.
Oh?
Yes. They stare, waiting for me to continue. I glance at Leanna. Her blue eyes shimmer with confidence. She nods, encouraging me to go on. Just imagine me just going like that.
What is it? What is it?
Yeah, what is it? Spit it out. I suck in a deep breath. Leanna and I are dating. Whew, okay, I said it. That was really hard. Everyone, including the pongo, blinks.
Right.
She turns to face the map again. The rest of the team follows suit. What?
Okay, then if we want to go through here, the last location will be at Mage...
Hey!
We'll have to backtrack to Costa Coral too.
Did you even hear what I said? The party looks up. Zach crosses his arms.
Yeah. So?
So, don't you care? A fox grin slides across Kara's face.
It's not exactly new news.
Leanna balks.
What?
Shock floods me. How's this shocking to any of you? How did you find out? I think of all the times Leanna masked my advances, all the secret glances we took to make sure no one was looking. Kara's eyes sparkle with a mirth.
It was very, very obvious.
Is it very obvious that you and Zach are dating? And fucking? There, I said it. Heat scorches up into my face. I turn to look at Leanna and notice her face is just as red as mine. I'm not gonna lie, like, this is... You know what I mean? It's like, if this was me, like what I said earlier, like, is it a coincidence you and Zach are together? And you guys are fucking? I would have just did a comeback. I don't know why I'm like, I don't know.
But how? We were so careful.
Kara giggles, as pleased as a cat in the sun.
You're right. Maybe you two should show your affection so we know you're telling the truth.
Kara!
Amy cocks her head, deep in thought. The pongo lets out a little squeak as he slips onto her shoulder.
This is an interesting development.
Did you know this? Please tell me you didn't know this. No, she's gonna be like, I know the whole time. I don't know why you guys were hiding it. I see everything. It is? She nods.
Based on your individual masteries of energy manipulation, your genetic merge should yield an extremely magical inclined offspring.
Babies? What the fuck? No. Don't get me wrong, I'm Mexican, and 20 years old is pretty late for me to have kids. Seriously, when you're Mexican, it's like 15. That's when you should start having like, bam, 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 kids. By 20, you should be having like your third or fourth one already. Kara gasp.
Oh, you're right! They will have such beautiful babies together!
I hate this so much. It's like, we're just dating right now, and you want to talk about babies? Like, what the fuck? Amelia turns to look at her.
I noticed you used the plural.
Of course!
Her eyes shimmer with stars as she imagined our future children.
Such sweet, beautiful, magical children. I can just see them.
And I'm Mexican too, so we're gonna have like at least 7, because my grandfather had 7 kids, my father had 7 kids. You know what? I'm gonna break the record. I'm gonna have 8. Watch me. 8 kids. Watch. Zach gives her a strange look and tries to hide in the background.
Okay, this conversation is ending right now.
Fucking Zach is like, does she want kids? And Zach is like, noping out of there, doing the ninja vanish. Oh no, what does that meme? The Homer Simpson meme where he just backs away slowly into like the bushes. That's Zach right there. Never to be seen again. What? Babies? Leanna, let's get started. Starts delivering babies at Terra too. Well, now you know, guys. No, because this is an anime. We gotta be like, I'm like, yeah, what babies? To make babies means you have to... My face goes hot. I agree. Let's change the subject.
Oh, you two are so red.
Leanna squeaks.
Oh, this is all too much.
She covers her face with her hands. Kara laughs. Well, our confession wasn't as dramatic as I thought it was going to be. I wonder when they first start to figure it out. Maybe the first day? I'm going to go check on the stew. Leanna and I return to the stew. Once everything is done cooking, we ladle out bowls as everyone joins us for dinner. Dinner is strange without Gingalang. I miss his stories. After dinner, Leanna and I turn in early for bed. Leanna seems to fall asleep quickly, but I can still hear the others snickering and planning out the next course of action. I groan and pull my pillow over my ears. It takes a while, but eventually I fall asleep. And I'm gonna end it there because I can. Yeah, I'm gonna end there. Oh man, this game is getting good. I'm sorry guys, this is not gonna be an hour video, but next time, tomorrow, I'm gonna make it at least like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Something good. I wanna take time. I wanna actually just sit down and just play. You know? Okay, anyway, if you liked the video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and leave a comment about anything you want to ask me. Seriously, ask me anything. Why is the sky blue? I'll tell you why the sky is blue. The sky is blue because it's blue. There we go. That's why. Yeah, okay. Anyway. Well, this is farewell. Farewell. And as always, bye-bye.